you the basics for doing a live trace first. We have this hammer here, and it's pretty pixely because it's not a very good quality photo, if you've noticed. So we want to turn this into a vector object. And a vector object is nice because no matter how large you make it or how small you make it, it won't ever be pixely because it's a vector. Anyways, I'm not going to go into details on that, but anyways, we're going to live trace this hammer right now, okay, so that it is a vector object. Now, the nice thing about live trace is it's really easy. The downside is it can be kind of puzzly and create a puzzly effect. I'll show you that in just a second. But anyways, I brought the image in just by file place and brought the image from the internet in there, and now I have it selected. Now I'm going to go to my live trace button right here. If you just click live trace, it automatically does it high contrast, black and white. So I mean, if you want that, that's great. If you don't, you have your options down here. You can go trace simple. It gives you different color options, how many colors you want to include in it, photo low, photo high, grayscale, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, you can play around with these, see which ones you like photo high actually tries to make it similar to how the photo appeared, which is pretty close if you've noticed. Now, like I said before, it makes this kind of puzzly effect, which sometimes isn't ideal when you're in designing, but from far away it looks like a hammer. There's also an option, I undid it, Control Z, but anyways, there's an option. If you click down here and you go to tracing options, this pulls up all the options you have here. It gives you a preview. So right now it's black and white. If you click up here and go color, here are your color options. Now it has max color 6 right now, so you can increase your colors, and the more colors you have, the larger the file comes, but the more detail it is. See? Did you see the difference from this to this? Quite the difference. So you can play around with that and see where you kind of like it. Now, the blur option I like because it kind of blends if you need to blur an object or make it kind of ghostly. You don't use that unless you need to add a blur effect for whatever reason. And then these are dealing with the pixels. Let me just show you by increasing. It's kind of hard to see, but it's dealing with the actual path along the object here. So that's what you want to pay attention to, is what it's changing. Okay? And all the others I don't really play around with, but that's how you can actually come in here and make changes to it. Do you see how that path made this all choppy? So you can play around with these, and I like it because you see it in preview first before it actually happens. And then this, you can always come back in here, and this has the preset ones that you saw earlier. So you can play around with these and even adjust these too. If you want to make it grayscale and you want to increase your colors, or in this case, gray colors. But anyways, and then you hit trace and you're good. And it's a vector object. Now let's say you wanted to come in here and clean it up some, because right now it's still just an image. If you click on it, an image. It's a vector image, but it's an image. What you'll need to do is go to Object. I have to have it selected first. Select, go to Object, and Expand. Okay? Click Expand. Gives you these options. Object and Fill are already checked. Go ahead and hit OK. And now it gives you all the pixels. So you can come in here, like if you want to get rid of the white around, I just deleted any white background. You can come in here and manipulate the points. Unfortunately, there's a lot of points, so if you're going to be doing a lot of manipulation, you want to work with a lower amount of colors. Okay, so like maybe 6. But you get it now. You can come in here and you can adjust anything you want in the hammer. and you have your pixels to do that. Okay? Alrighty, that's a live trace.